A very good day to you. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. It's Wednesday, March 30th. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run. Congressman Sean Patrick Maloney didn't mince words about Russia and its leader during a teletown hall session last evening. The U.S. and its NATO allies are doing everything they can to support Ukraine as Russia continues its unprovoked invasion of its neighbor, the House member told his constituents.
Vladimir Putin needs to lose this war. He needs to fail in his objectives in Ukraine. And we have a huge role to play together with our NATO allies.
On the issue of possible closure of the Castle Point VA hospital, Maloney said he'll fight to maintain a high level of medical care for Hudson Valley veterans. As the price at the gas pump continues to rise, hitting the $5 per gallon mark at some areas of the Hudson Valley, one state lawmaker says there should be an investigation into possible price gouging. Senator Michelle Hinchey says the prices are out of control and should be explored.
I think it's absolutely worth an investigation, both at the federal level and our Attorney General. And I know our Attorney General is always looking to make right for people in our state. And I would be surprised if this isn't something she's considering.
Hinchey is in support of a proposal to remove the 33-cent per gallon state gas tax through the end of the year. Unemployment in the Hudson Valley continues its steep decline in February, with the regional rate of joblessness at 3.8%. The state Labor Department says that compares with 3.6% in January and 6.3% in February 2021. Columbia County had the lowest rate in the region at 3.4%. Ulster County had a rate of 3.9% unemployment, with 3.7% in January and 6.5% in February of last year. We've all heard the stories of homes being listed for sale in the Hudson Valley that have been sold within a matter of days. In many cases, that has reduced the inventory of available properties. In Ulster County, the Board of Realtors reports sales dropped by over 29% in February, compared to the same month last year. A total of 113 single-family homes sold this February, compared with 160 1 year earlier. Available listings fell from 189 in February 2021 to 146 this February. With everything going on in the world today, with Russia's invasion of Ukraine to China's ongoing activities and online criminal enterprises, malicious cyber activity is on the upswing. That assessment comes from Michael Hastings with the U.S. Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency. He briefed attendees at an online conference on Tuesday about hardening one's online security. Hudson Valley Pattern for Progress, which held the session, believes that should be a major focus of one's online activities, says its president Adam Bosch.
It's our responsibility to learn as much as we can and do as much as we can, from updates to our software and firmware and hardware to training our employees, because after all, we're only as strong as the most well-trained end users on our systems.
Hastings referred attendees to CISA.gov/shields-up for tips and advice on how to strengthen your cybersecurity. More news right after this.
Galleria at Crystal Run is hosting a job fair event Thursday, April 14th from 11 to 3 in Center Court. Employers from a variety of industries such as Legoland New York, Resorts World Catskills, Amazon, Keller Williams, 110 Grill, DSW, Target, and many more will be in attendance looking for candidates at all skill levels. This is a free event for all job seekers to attend, so make sure to bring those resumes and dress for your success. If interested in participating in the Get Hired Job Fair event Thursday, April 14th, contact the Galleria at Crystal Run or visit GalleriaCrystalRun.com.
The New York State Corrections Officers and Police Benevolent Association is calling on the state to hold off on the fulfillment of the implementation of the Humane Alternatives for Long-Term or HALT Solidarity Confinement Act. It's set to take effect on April 1st. Niscoba Regional Vice President Chris Moreau says it will place officers in more danger than they are already.
Since the law has passed, inmates cannot be placed in the secure housing unit for more than 14 or 15 days. At the end of those 14 or 15 days, They'll be transitioned into what is going to be called an RRU. It's a rehabilitative unit, but unfortunately it's congregate in setting. So you'll have some of the worst actors in the facility together with minimal security restrictions.
Moreau says to characterize halt as solitary confinement is a misnomer, as the individual would be in the same type of cell as normal, but separated from the general population. Unemployment in the Hudson Valley continues its steep decline in February, with the regional rate of joblessness at 3.8%. The State Labor Department says that compares to 3.6% in January and 6.3% in February of last year. In Orange County, unemployment rate was 3.9% in February, down from 6.4% in February of last year. In Sullivan County, the rate was 4.3%, down from 6.8% in February of last year. We've all heard the stories of homes being listed for sale in the Hudson Valley that have been sold within a matter of days. In many cases, that has reduced the inventory of available properties. In Ulster County, the Board of Realtors reported sales dropped by over 29% in February compared to the same month last year. A total of 113 single-family homes sold this February, compared with 160 1 year earlier. Available listings fell from 189 in February of last year to 146 this February. Homes are on the market between 63 and 64 days in both months. The average selling price did go up by just under 7%. Homes sold for an average of $387,000 in February 2021, compared with just under $414,000 this February. Since its founding at the start of COVID-19, Columbia County Recovery Kitchen has seen a more than 61% increase in demand in food assistance services. The organization has helped hungry families throughout the county by providing over 70,000 nutritious home-style meals. As the rate of food insecurity continues to rise, Recovery Kitchen is meeting the need by increasing meal deliveries from 4 to 5 days a week. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run.